Well, hi guys, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts, and finally, I finished the mini for my mother-in-law I started last year. You guys, if you've been following me or been watching, I've actually brought it forward when I taught my paper bag mini album. You saw it kind of generic. I've been working on it for a while here and there. You guys know how it is. One thing leads to another, and you get so many projects and you can't get them done. My mother-in-law was here for about a week ago, and I felt really bad because I had it done, and she's like, well, why don't you just save it for Christmas? And I'm like, no, because I've got plans for Christmas. So let me just get to it because it's just time to show it. I did put an exclusive picture up last night, at least of the front of it. I was waiting for pieces to dry, but here it is in all its glory. Here is the front of it. When I make my paper bag albums, I make them to where they stand up, where they sit up on the bottom, rather than to lay flat, so that they're a display item. But as you can see on the front, I use some of the gem words, so it says hugs and kisses, or kisses and hugs, kisses and hugs. And then I found this metal tag that says magic moments. And I had found this brooch. I actually purposely bought this brooch at a thrift store because the colors on it were just perfect. I did add a little sparkle glitter to it, but I put it on top of this. And this is one of my silk flowers that I rip apart. And actually, like, you guys know that I tear things apart. But there's a black daisy one. These are rose petals. And then I have sparkle silver poinsettia petals behind it to use as leaves. And then, of course, I did some tickets, and then I antiqued them, and then the little flowers, the mulberry flowers with liquid pearls throughout, and then some more of the flurry and gems. And the paper is already beautiful. It has some glitter glue on it and some print of flowers, so I just went with it, added some more liquid pearls. And so, you know, I get the tickets and that. And then, of course, if you guys saw the first video way long time ago, I did have this done, so I knew what my colors were going to be. So I have all these beautiful things for hanging off the side. And something my mom had given me. She gave me a big pouch of these. And I may pull these out and sell some of these because I have a bunch of these little hearts. So I put a couple of those on. And, of course, these are the ring binders for the sides. But I put a whole bunch of beautiful ribbons on this like a year ago, and fibers. So that's the front, except here is another thing for Mindy. She gave me some pieces from her store, and it's one of those little acrylic gems, and what I did is I just glued the bottom of it and stuck it through one of the eyelet holes, and then made sure it was nice and secure on the other side, and I'll show you that. I'm going to go through and show you the whole album first before I actually take it apart, because that's probably going to be a second video at least, because this is a pretty big album. When I make them, when I did my father-in-law's, the antique vintage one, again, I stress don't go more than 6 pages. Even at 6 pages is a lot. I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's 6, and it's pretty heavy, but the way I do them, I ended up doing one for my father-in-law that was 12 pages, and it took me forever to do. But this one's for my mother-in-law, and I had asked her very specifically if she wanted themes. So this is themed for children, for her grandkids and her children. And again, here's the front. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing before I actually start to take it apart. So when you open up the first page, and I didn't do cutouts this time. I did images. I did my little stamp kits. So I will get into showing you this, but you'll see the image. You know what? Yeah. You'll see that I have a bunch of little digital images. And you guys seen me do one on air. But I did, you know, a little glitter glue, just a little bit. This is like that diamond dust stuff. It's so cool. It's like the stickle ice. And then I put words everywhere. So I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough on it. So, you know, it says, you can see what it says, and then all the bling. And Natalia sells a bunch of this stuff in her little store. She's not a retailer. She just gets a lot of stuff super cheap, and she'll share at a super cheap price. So, you know, then I have this, and Mindy got me some envelopes, so I integrated that. And here's the next page. You know, and again, they all have dark hair because all the grandkids have dark hair. And so do her children, so she can kind of go with what's here. And again, everything was antiqued with, I'll have to pull that real quick, with my antique ink. But there's the one I did on air, though. I'm not real fond of the color. I should have used the other color, but I didn't. But here's a little quick flip through. And I just realized I need to make one more pocket. Actually, no, I'm going to flip that around. I'll show you later. And then it goes on to the next ones. My children are my military brats. So it goes on, all these little things, through here, to the back. Now the back I really didn't do anything to because I wanted her to be able to not have to worry about this, or if she wants to just put something on the back herself. But I did use a clothing piece right here, and it says made with love. It's an iron-on piece that you would put on a piece of clothing or something you would make. It's a tag. And like I said, I left this really, really simple because I wanted her to be able to come up with what she wanted on it. So give me a second here. And let me move something because I'm going to leave that back pocket open, I think. I want to make sure that it stays open. I'm going to move this one around. Now, originally I was trying to color code the entire paper pack system. But I changed my mind. So before I go through each page, I'm going to stop here. That way it's a separate video. I know you guys don't like multiple videos, but I wanted to make sure that you got a quick tour to the ones that just want to see quickly. But everybody else who wants to see the same thing, look at video 2. Information here to follow me or over there, guys. Bye.